weather forecast for this Wednesday on Galveston Island in August of 2024 was for rain and thunderstorms. But as you can see, it didn't quite happen that way. And that was fortunate because it was one of the days when the League-Kempner house was open for visitation. Now, if you'd like to see the house, be sure to check out League-Kempner.org or their Facebook page to see if they have any days and times that they'll be open. This house is undergoing restoration and it does not keep regular hours. Now, if you can put together a group of 5 or more, do so, because that way you'll get a guided tour by one of the docents who's probably also part of the restoration team. If you don't have 5, that's okay, though. There are QR codes and signs throughout to give you some of the history and information about this incredible building. The League-Kempner house is located at 1702 Broadway in Galveston, Texas. Broadway is also known as Avenue J, so don't let that throw you. Also, if you use Google Maps, beware, it seems to want to send you on a scenic tour. Just come on down Broadway, the main drag going in off of I-45, and keep your eye out to the left if you're going southbound, and you'll see the building. Now, I'm going to borrow a little bit directly from the League-KempnerHouse.org website to tell you more. The magnificent 1893 League-Kempner house is one of the few remaining Broadway beauties in Galveston, Texas. After years of neglect, this amazing house was at risk of collapse and was placed on the Galveston Historical Foundation's Heritage at Risk list. Purchased in January of 2021 by Janie Mitchum, who was committed to restoring it to its former glory, the house has been transferred to a nonprofit to ensure that it can be preserved for future generations. This once abandoned Victorian mansion is undergoing a massive restoration. Designed by noted architect Nicholas Clayton, this Galveston historical treasure is slowly coming back to life. Restoration of this historic house is not easy, and the extensive yard and gardens add to the complexity and to the expense. Now, I'm going to interject here for a moment that I'm not going to try to show you all of the house in this video. After all, I need to save something for you to see. Plus, it's always changing. If you go and look at pictures online, you'll already see that the house evolves constantly. But I did want to interrupt to point out the egg and dart molding that is in this first room. I personally find this interesting because it is very similar to the crown molding that was aboard the RMS Olympic, Titanic, and Britannic. It's beautiful to see the light coming through these windows. If you go to the YouTube channel, the League-Kempner House YouTube channel, you'll notice the first season, most of the windows are boarded up. I do encourage you to go watch those videos. Not only are they fascinating and show you some of the evolution that's already happened, but every time you watch a video, a little more money goes into the coffers toward this amazing program. Now, speaking of things being boarded up, this house featured some incredible Tiffany stained glass. And at the top of this landing here, you'll see, no, not stained glass. You'll see an insert because all of the glass has been removed. All of that Tiffany, those stained glass windows have been removed for safekeeping. They will, of course, go back in after the restoration. Be sure to look up when you visit. You can't see it very well here, but there's a beautiful carved rose in the ceiling. Now, if you're wondering how big the house is, there's, of course, the basement. And then, per the website, there is a ground floor, which housed servants' quarters, a laundry, a chauffeur's apartment, and other workspace. The first and second floors were for the family. The third floor was workspace and storage, but was converted by Eliza Kempner to add a bathroom and more bedrooms to accommodate her large family. Overall, the house is around 14,000 square feet, and the lot is just under 1 acre. I'm reading an article from visitgalveston.com. It says the house was state-of-the-art for its time with central heat, hot and cold running water, and combination gas and electric lighting. After League's death in 1916, Eliza Kempner, matriarch of the Kempner family, acquired the house. She commissioned Houston architect Birdsall Briscoe to enclose the second-floor porch of the curved bay and add a garden room at the back of the house. This was the only significant remodel done to the home. In 1972, John Samuels purchased the home from the Kempner family, where it remained in his family until Janie Mitchum purchased it in 2021. One of the things that is most fascinating about this house, because it has had so little remodeling, much of the original property exists. Make sure you go by and visit the League-Kempner house online at their YouTube channel. And next time you're in Galveston, go see it in person.